Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
Okay. Hi, Jai Jagannath. How are you?
Jai Jagannath. I'm good. Thank you for meeting with me.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm very happy to meet you. Okay. So, tell.
Okay. Well, first of all, I've been watching your YouTube video for a while now, and then I've been reading the Bhagavad Gita and your commentaries on Bhagavad Gita, and I just want to say thank you for all that guidance. Incredible insights there. Okay, so I study yoga in the tradition of Krishnamacharya.
Yeah. Who's the guru of Iyengar?
Yes, Guru. Yeah, he was Guru of Iyengar, and so I've been doing some of the practices, and recently in my life, foundationally, I feel all over the place, moving around.
Okay, it's normal. Yeah. Oh, these are very interesting times for everyone.
Oh, and yeah, everything's all over the place.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Okay.
So I have this. I know I don't in my yoga practice. I mostly do very gentle asana, very gentle pranayama, dhyana, meditation, simple. But I had this drawing towards thinking of the muladhara chakra.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because going around everywhere. And it just was natural. It almost came out. It did help just thinking of the Muladhara chakra. Then I was thinking, okay, I went in the computer and I typed around, which you never know what type of information comes up. And then I found the Muladhara chakra is the resident deity is Brahma. So I have questions on why Muladhara and Brahma, who Brahma is, why is he foundational in a sense, in that sense? And I love the lecture on the Gayatri. I have this natural attraction towards Gayatri mantra, Brahma, Muladhara, and so I'm wondering what's going on here.
Okay. It's bubbling up.
Yes.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay, which is very good. Actually, Brahma is the most, we can say, material deity for, now the idea of God has been very influenced by the typical materialistic concepts of people and ideology. Because people are people. It depends what they think. What they do depends a lot on their ideology, on the ideology they choose.
Okay.
Because everyone is Atman.
Yes.
So everyone has the potential, every human being has the potential to understand, realize transcendence.
Yes.
But depending on the ideology that we are born into and grown into, and at some point we choose or not, we keep thinking and acting in a particular manner. Now, the present materialistic society, which is fundamentally reinforced by Abrahamic ideologies, Abrahamic and post-Abrahamic, because it's not just Abrahamic.
Post-Abraham. Oh, like technology. Like technology.
Technology, communism.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
You know, like there is a famous saying that Catholicism is a grandmother of Bolshevism.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
that's a quote. That's a quote. And it's true, so true. Because even if they oppose the Abrahamic paradigm, they still use the same criteria, the same rail tracks.
The Pope even said, I think it was Pope the last one. He said that they
Benedict, Francis
said they had more in common than they did difference.
Exactly. So Abrahamic and post-Abrahamic, it's important to understand because they have the same parameters. They have the same, you know, foundational ideas. And the main foundational idea is that we are the body and maybe we have a soul.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. You know, because if you think that we are the body and we have a soul, we don't know where the soul is, what it is, what is the purpose, what's the use. So, you know, what I'm doing with the soul, because when I die, I give back my soul to God. You know, they say render the soul to God. So I can't do anything about it. So the soul is going either to heaven or to hell, and it's not me. So what's the point of everything? You know? So either you believe that you must be righteous, you know, so you have to send your soul to God and not send it to hell because it's not nice to send your soul to hell.
Yeah.
And you know, stop thinking. They tell you it's a mystery of the faith. You need to believe the faith, the faith. Okay. This is a problem.
One of my, I think my entry point into Vedic thought was primarily through yoga, Samkhya, because of its emphasis on direct experience.
Yeah.
Which it's like a breath of fresh air.
Scientific.
Yes, it's scientific. Yeah. But then our scientists in the West are scientific.
Yes. It's not, and it's not scientific either, because it has been transformed into a kind of religion.
With the pandemic, very religious in the way things went. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So what happens is that when we have a materialistic vision of God, we think, as we were saying before, we think that God is a different person, an independent, separate person. He's just bigger than the other persons. Yeah. He's just more powerful, bigger, and you know, okay, he's the creator, so we need to worship him, okay, because otherwise he gets angry. Yeah. So this is a disaster.
Yes.
It's a disaster because it prevents people from realizing the actual divine nature of the soul.
Yes.
Okay. And if we don't understand the divine nature of the soul, we don't understand the first teachings of Bhagavad Gita, because Krishna starts at Bhagavad Gita by talking about the Atman.
Yes.
The basics. Yeah. Basics. So, yeah, tell me.
Oh, I've been going through the Bhagavad Gita lectures that you've had, and a lot in my studies with yoga, they look at Yoga Sutra, but Bhagavad Gita is the primary text, I think. It's absolutely been it's switched my whole mind, you know, to seek God, right? And as the end point, you know, of all of this sadhana, you know.
No, I totally understand. I totally understand. Because the very word, the very term yoga means to unite. And they unite with what? You know, it's not that you unite with some weird position that you're twisting your body into, but unite. That's is no meaning of uniting if the yoga is just a kind of physical exercise.
And I'm in LA, Los Angeles.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
Only type of yoga that's here.
Yeah.
And I'm lucky that I'm studying in a way where, because Yoga Sutras says first, the physical is only 1/7 of what you should be doing. Mostly pranayama, meditation, prayer. There's a pathway,
Exactly. Yeah.
Everything here is just physical.
Yeah, and not only that, but they also skip the first 2 steps, which is yama and niyama.
Oh, yeah.
If you tell people that they have to be vegetarian and follow, brahmacharya and, live with simplicity, with, all these things that are yama and niyama, they are going to run away. Poof, they're going to disappear.
Cancel their subscription.
Cancel the subscription. And that's not what these people want to do, because they want customers. Now, unfortunately, the Hindus of Indian origin have missed the boat.
Yes.
In this way, because they could do a lot.
Yes.
To help.
Yes.
Unfortunately, they don't even do it for themselves. What to speak of doing it for others? Okay, let's move on. We are trying to fill the gap. Okay, so basically, I was saying that the idea of the materialistic view of God, which is a separate, limited individual, who is, maybe the creator, he's powerful, the big guy, blah, blah, whatever, is confusing people. So this, you see, the God of the Bible is very limited. Because the idea of monotheism is not exactly what the Bible says. If you go especially in the Old Testament, you see that at some point there is one king, I don't remember the name, that goes to ask the oracle of another Elohim, another El.
And Elohim is
plural.
I heard that.
Yeah, you heard that. So this guy, this king, goes to ask the oracle of another El, and Yahweh gets annoyed and say, "Why? You didn't ask my oracle. You went to another god." So, okay, whoa. So it's limited. Now, they may recite in the Nicene Creed, they may recite that God is omnipresent. They have no idea what omnipresent means.
No. Well, I don't either.
Yeah, because if you think that God is limited, omnipresent.
Can I ask a question that might divert a little?
Yeah. No, but we are getting there. But okay, tell.
Okay, a little side street.
Sure.
I'm American, but grew up Irish Catholic family.
I totally get you. Yeah.
One unexamined pushback I immediately always receive from people from Abrahamic faiths is the morty, or the image, or the statue, or the
weird, because the Catholics are also criticized by the Protestants for exactly the same reason.
Yeah, and they say, well, if God is, well, they're saying in Abrahamism, well, God is unimaginable, and it's disgraceful to even try to have any type of relation to make him an image. And there's no way that God in his infinity can be present in one small thing, like a morty. So I was wondering, like, how that is reconciled. How can you, with morties being such a big part of the practice and a tool for focus?
Krishna is saying that in Gita. For those who have a body, those who have a body find it very difficult to meditate on the formless. It's a help. It's a form of help that we meditate on a form. But when we understand the Atman, Brahman, we understand that the formless is not without a form. It has all the forms. So it doesn't have one form. It has all of them, because it's all. It's the entire existence.
There's a nutritionist.
Oh, okay.
And he has a quote that says, "Energy and structure are symbiotic at every level." Like that, they're one. Energy builds structure, so form exists. Okay, that makes sense.
You see, the form, it exists at different levels.
Okay.
The physical form that we can experience with our material senses is only an aspect of the concept of form. Before the physical manifestation of the form, there is a subtle manifestation of the form. Means, in order to make a picture, you need to have the picture in your mind.
Yes.
Okay, statue, whatever. Okay. Now, that is a subtler level of the form, but is an even subtler level of the form, which is something that you heard about Plato, like Platonic, the world of ideas. That is the Plato's interpretation of the concept of the spiritual world. Okay, now the spiritual level is even subtler than the mental level.
Yeah.
It's we can call it ontological. Okay, ontological is a funny Greek-derived word that means the existence itself, the root of existence, the essence of existence. So that is the form of God, because the form of existence is the original spiritual structure. The Brahman is non-manifested, but it contains everything.
Yes.
So it can manifest.
Yes.
Now, the power to manifest is called Shakti.
Okay.
Now, that is the power of manifestation that from the non-manifested, the avyakta in Sanskrit, avyakta means non-manifested. So from the non-manifested, the Shakti starts to manifest the subtle level.
Oh.
But the subtle level is manifested in Brahma. Ta-da! we just made the jump. We just made the jump. We're getting there.
So of the three levels, physical, subtle, and then the Plato spiritual.
The spiritual. Actually, Plato's idea is not so precise.
Yes.
Not so clear, not so complete, because probably he got it from India.
Yes.
But he did, it's a second-hand idea, we can say. It's not a direct idea. We want to go to the source. Because if we go to the source, we can actually get the water in its pristine form, which is the best. So, the first creation in the, as described, especially in the Puranas, there are two stages of the creation of the material world.
Okay.
The first stage of the creation is the manifestation of the elements.
That is, I've heard, and they're related to the senses.
Yes.
Right? Like air and touch. And yes, I've heard
so
that.
it starts from the sound. The logos. Okay, tell.
Is this in Samkhya?
Yeah, it's all, yeah. I mean, Vedic knowledge is a comprehensive system.
Yes.
There are no contradictions between the darshanas. This is another problem of the Abrahamic and post-Abrahamic idea, is that there are different schools of thought, which are in contradiction and competition to each other. So, for example, you go to university to study philosophy, and you come out that you're a complete idiot. Because philosophy means love for knowledge. But the very foundation of the concept of the teaching of philosophy in the academic system, current mainstream academic system, is that knowledge does not exist.
Yes, yeah. Or everything is subjective.
Exactly. Exactly. So there is no knowledge. So where is it? Philosophy. There is no knowledge. How can you love knowledge?
Or even in modern art, there's no form.
Exactly. That is a direct consequence of the idea of philosophy that comes from the Abrahamic paradigm. This is we need to understand these things, because otherwise we get confused. And even Hindus get confused. Because they have been exposed to the Abrahamic influence for so long.
It's ingrained. It's in the water.
It's in the water. It's in the air. So basically, they come out and say that there are different schools of thought. No. Like they say that the Dvaita school of philosophy is a good philosophy. No, because Dvaita, if you read Bhagavad Gita, which you have understood that it's a fundamental point level, count how many times Krishna says that we need to overcome the illusion of duality. So if you are coming out and say that duality is a bona fide, genuine, useful, transcendental philosophy, you're a fool. It's just like people who say, I'm studying philosophy at the university. No, you're not. So basically, the point is that when we actually understand the spiritual level, which is not easy, Because Krishna himself says in Bhagavad Gita, some have heard about the Atman, some have speak about the Atman, and they find it amazing. Because it is. It's not easy to understand. When we identify with the material body, understanding, realizing transcendence is a major paradigm shift. That's what we call enlightenment or liberation. So from that level of knowledge, of understanding, realization, everything has a different look. It's a different dimension. When we talk about dimensions, there is this example of the difference between the two-dimensional view and the three-dimensional view, multi-dimensional view. It's like, three-dimensional beings trying to look at a sheet of paper, because it's two-dimensional.
It's like that dimensional view was what Arjuna was lacking and kept him from acting in the war.
Exactly, right? Because it has this dualistic idea. This is good, this is not good.
Yes.
It's dualistic, it is duality.
Even with the gunas, it's not that the gunas are just qualities. It's not that, they're required.
Exactly.
Tamas maybe if you have too much of it, but it's still,
exactly.
You have to have some tamas.
Yes. There is. It's not that you must have it. There is. It is there. Yeah. You have to deal with it.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the problem of duality. If we overcome duality, like Krishna keeps saying, if we overcome duality, then we can have a real multidimensional view of reality. Okay. That doesn't mean that we don't need intelligence. We don't need the discrimination of understanding pravritti and nivritti. We need to see that there is a course, a path in the wider territory. Reality is like the territory. We can go anywhere. There are so many paths. We can go here, we can go there, we can up, down, wherever. But we need to have a direction. For progress, to come to the point of liberation, we need to travel towards Dharma, towards Vidya. It's not that Dharma and Adharma are the same. Vidya and Avidya are the same. They coexist. Okay, let's make one example that I find it interesting, useful. When you go to school and you get the exam paper, sometimes you have the multiple option answers, and not all the answers suggested are correct, because that's the point.
Yeah, you have to pick, you have to choose.
So there must be at least one correct answer. But the others have to be incorrect.
The non has to exist.
Exactly.
To allow the ability to
understand and learn and grow and become more aware of what you are required to understand, to learn. So this is the point of non-duality. There is non-duality and duality at the same time. This is the flag of non-duality.
And I'm relating that to a lot of things that I think of where sometimes I feel like life puts you in a position to do both things. Like
Precisely.
if you want to be a good leader, you have to be nice, but you also have to be stern, right? You have to, and in yoga, you have to be flexible, but you have to be stable. Like you have to do both.
Exactly.
But I totally see this. Yes, yes.
So this is the point why the idea of dualism as a bona fide school of thought in the transcendental realization is a misnomer. It's an oxymoron.
This was a major thing I learned from you is in the Chaitanya Sampradaya. How I want to make sure I'm understanding this is how the transcendence of that knowledge split at Rupa, right? Rupa Goswami, when it was a little bit more non-dual originally, right? But it split towards a more male, right, type of.
Yeah, that's even after Rupa, but that started there. Yeah. I am, again, I prefer to go to the source.
Yes.
Because we can find a lot of useful points in many people, in many presentations, but it's always better to keep, to stay anchored, if we say, if we will say so, anchored means that we have a point of reference. Otherwise, we are, the mooring, the anchoring, the mooring. So we know where we are, and what is the direction? Again, it's a matter of direction. Because if you don't have a mooring, if you don't have an anchor, you don't know where is on and where is back, forward and backward. Where are you going? We don't know. Okay, Now the problem is that we need that, but people usually tend to choose different moorings that appear to be more satisfactory. So, for example, they say they're devotees of Chaitanya. Okay. Then Chaitanya didn't teach the Dvaita philosophy. They also say that the philosophy of Chaitanya is achintya bheda abheda tattva.
Yes.
Which is what I'm talking about. It's not the Dvaita.
No.
They also recognize that. But then why they follow the Dvaita thing? Because at some point in history, they, the Rupa Rugas, in fact, choose to moor themselves, to anchor themselves to Madhva. So they invented the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya.
I have this. I wonder if there is because we see it in the world today. When you create dualism, it controls people.
Of course, yeah, exactly.
And it's a form of, I want to say, like magic, like a dark.
It's a dark magic, yeah.
It's a way to
illusion, Maya. Yeah. Maya.
Yeah, and I that could be some of what was going on. It really makes people very easy to control because it's so easy to see that's not me.
Yes, us and them.
Us and them.
We are always right, and they are the problem.
And then you can drum them up, and get them to do things, right? Like, wow.
Definitely.
Now I wanna go back to Brahma, but
Yeah. I know. We're getting there.
Okay. Well, I also love in your videos and lectures, and I love talking about asuras. I think it's so
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah. We are in the middle of it.
It's worrying. I can't even turn on the news. I get scared. I feel.
Yeah. That's why we need to have the clearest vision of reality as possible.
Yes.
Because if we allow ourselves to fall into tamas, to fall into avidya and adharma, we become part of the problem.
Yes.
Like, can I say it? Voting for Trump.
Yes.
There, I said it. There.
It's acting. It feels like a wrestling match.
Yeah.
Like
it is.
Like a television show.
It is. Now, our greatest weapon, if we want to talk about our Kurukshetra, our greatest weapon is a clear vision, a clear understanding. Because, any weapon is not only useless, but even dangerous when the hand that holds a weapon is confused. So, more important than the weapon is the hand. More important than the hand is the brain, the mind. So, this is the most important thing we need to do.
But, this asuric attention is purposely being attacked with short form content and algorithmic scrolling on the phones and it's really bad.
We are up to the ears, into the water. We can say. Yeah.
You said it was like this is a kind of maybe a height and it might back down, right? I hope.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a passage. It's a passage. This is, as I said in the beginning, we are all over the place because this is like a birth of a new culture, new mentality, a new understanding, new realization. People have to choose whether to wake up or go back to sleep, and that's not going to, they're not going to wake up. So, because they choose not to wake up. So you cannot wake up someone who has chosen to go to sleep. It's not possible. If someone is sleeping, you can try to wake them up if they want to wake up. If they don't want to, no way. Okay, so we have explored all the surroundings. So let's go back to Brahma. Okay.
Yes.
We were saying the first stage of creation, the first phase of creation is the manifestation of the material elements, the material principles from the Brahman through the Shakti. Then the material universes are created, as the Puranas say, they emanate from the body of Mahavishnu. All the Brahmandas, all the universes, innumerable universes, they emanate from the body of Vishnu. But this is already, the first stage of creation has happened already.
Oh, okay. So material. This is from the most furthest back.
Yeah, exactly. The first step, the original Brahman is non-manifested. Narayana is non-manifested. Vishnu is non-manifested. This is what Adi Shankar says in the first verse of his commentary to Bhagavad Gita. Narayana para avyaktat. From the non-manifested Narayana, then everything becomes manifested. So the supreme Brahman, the original Brahman is non-manifested. Not because it doesn't have form, but because it has all the forms. It contains everything. You know, a great depth that the present current day science and mathematics especially have to the Vedic knowledge is the concept of the infinite and infinitesimal. The point. Yes. The point. The point geometrically has no dimensions. The point is infinite and infinitesimal. The concept of zero and infinite.
And it's zero is non-manifest.
Exactly, zero is a non-manifest. But the problem is that people who are too identified with the material body, they think the zero is something that does not exist.
And non-manifest exists. Which
definitely. Which is the infinite. That's why the Upanishads, they clearly say that is the greatest of the greatest and the smallest of the smallest. It's the zero and the infinite. If we understand this, then we can understand everything else. So the non-manifested actually contains everything.
Non-manifest? Yes. Yeah.
But it's not manifested. How it becomes manifested? Through Shakti. So the Shakti is the manifestation that is called Maya because it's magic. It's magic because it makes the infinite appear as limited. Which is not, it's not limited. So when we say, for example, that the form of Vishnu is unlimited, omnipresent and everything, but when we picture Vishnu, it has a form that starts here, there are the contours of the form means that up to here is non-Vishnu, and from here to here is Vishnu, and then it's non-Vishnu again. It's like the appearance and disappearance of the avatars. It's not that before their appearance they did not exist.
They're now having an active role.
They have a visible form, a perceivable form. Perceivable, that can be perceived by our material senses. So this is why Krishna in Gita says that all beings first start as non-manifested, then become manifested, and then become non-manifested again. Doesn't mean that they didn't exist, and then they started to exist, and then they don't exist anymore. That is Maya, illusion. Now, Maya is both Mahamaya and Yogamaya. Mahamaya manifests the material forms, which are temporary and illusory, because the material atoms that shape the material form are always in the movement.
Yep.
They're in a state of movement. So that form, material form we see, is not permanent, it's not actually real.
Mm-hmm.
But the elements are eternal.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
Well, because you could think Akash.
Yeah.
And then from Akash, which is like a zero, right? Maybe,
Yeah,
like
exactly. Exactly.
From Akash comes wind.
Exactly. Exactly. Mm-hmm. So the elements are actually, the material nature is actually eternal. But the forms manifested by the material nature are temporary and limited. They're limited.
Is this similar to the day of Brahma, the night of Brahma, where?
Yeah, we are going there. Actually, it's even further back.
Oh, okay.
It's further back. As we said, the first stage of creation is when Vishnu becomes manifest. From the non-manifested, Vishnu becomes manifest in what is called the first of the three Purusha avatars. You may have heard about them. The three Purusha avatars are Karanodakashai Vishnu, Garbhodakashai Vishnu, and Kshirodakashai Vishnu. Karanodakashai Vishnu is also called Mahavishnu because it's big. It's big, really big. The body of Mahavishnu is immersed in the ocean of the Mahatattva.
With
Karana.
Resting on a
Shakti. Yes. Not yet. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Patanjali is an avatar of Anantashesha, I think.
Yeah, okay. I don't know, but possible. Possible. Okay.
Interesting.
So basically, yes. So the first manifestation is that Vishnu manifests himself as distinct from Shakti. The Parambrahman is always united, is always one. Okay. Which means both Purusha and Prakriti, male and female, the one.
Okay.
Then the Upanishads explain that the one wanted to become many.
Yes.
Okay. Then the first step to become many is to become two.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Vishnu manifested through the Shakti of manifestation, which is one with Vishnu. You cannot separate Shakti from Shaktiman. Okay, so the Shakti is the part of the Parambrahman.
Okay.
But it manifested as two different existences. And that is the beginning of the material world.
Wow. It might be very similar to the physical birth process.
Exactly. Right? It's exactly the same. Exactly the same. Our human life is a mirror, is a microcosm.
Yes.
It's a mirror of the supreme reality. That's why some people say that God made the human being in his image. That idea is actually much earlier than the Bible.
Oh, yes.
So they didn't invent much. They invented some stuff, but mostly confusing stuff. But if we go to the to the source, to the beginning, we go to the beginning, to the root, actually. So what happens? That is the first step in the creation, in manifestation of the material world, because we have the two. That the one manifests as two. It's a cosmic dance. In order to dance, you need a partner.
Yes.
So that's what Vishnu did. We have Vishnu and we have Shakti. So Mahavishnu is the first avatar that manifests by distinguishing himself from the Mahatattva, the Adi Shakti, the ocean of the causes, the Karanodaka. And he's called Karanodaka Shai Vishnu.
Paranodaka Shai Vishnu, and that is the one resting on the ocean.
He's always resting on some ocean.
Yes, yeah.
But, also the Garbhodaka, Udaka means ocean. Shai means resting. So we have the Karana Udaka Shai, then we have the Garbho Udaka Shai, and then we have the Kshira Udaka Shai. So he's always resting on some ocean.
Hey, great place to be.
Yeah, exactly.
I was thinking this is with God, it's the mirror. Our physical birth is the mirror.
Yes, yeah. Or the manifestation of the universe, yeah, the microcosm.
But in physical, we come from a woman, but in the spiritual, it's kind of maybe male, quote unquote, or the XX chromosome in physical, it's the male separates from.
No, it's not that the male separates; the two separates together.
Okay.
The problem of the another problem of the Abrahamic mentality and ideology is that it's quite patriarchal and male oriented.
Yes.
Which sometimes influences the view that we have of reality. But in fact, the two sides are perfectly balanced. And this, again, can be seen in our physical body. The two hemispheres of the brain are supposed to be completely balanced. Now, whether we choose to give more importance, more energy, to focus more on the left or the right, doesn't mean that the left or the right are bigger or more important. In fact, the entire practice of yoga, hatha, they say, hatha means the sun and the moon together. It's not that the moon is subordinate to the sun.
No. Yes. Yeah. It's almost like gunas, hot, cold, but the balance is the sattva.
That's the point. That's the entire point. We need to unite yoga, the two energies, the two realities. And here we go back to the Kundalini yoga. We start with the muladhara, where the Kundalini is there, sleeping.
Wow, yes. Yeah.
It's all connected. It's like, whoa. Okay, so the point is the Kundalini is rising up through the Sushumna, which is the main nadi. The Brahma, the Brahmadanda, the Merudanda, the spine, and column. That is the Sushumna. Now, around the Sushumna, you have seen there are the Ida and Pingala.
Ida and Pingala from each nostril, right?
Yeah. They are going, like the two snakes of the caduceus. You remember the medical symbol. The medical symbol. Medical symbol is coming from where? Again, it's not if we actually dig deep enough, we see that all knowledge is coming from the same source.
Yes. Like all forms.
Exactly. Exactly. Because knowledge is the essence of the reality. Now, how much of the knowledge we can perceive, that's a different thing. But the knowledge itself, the ontological, eternal knowledge, is eternal, universal. Okay, so let's go back to what we were saying about the manifestation of the universe. So we have the first Purusha avatar is Karanodakashayi Vishnu, which is Mahavishnu resting on the ocean of the causes. Karana means cause. This ocean of the causes is Adi Shakti Durga, also called Mahatattva, also called Viraja. Viraja is another name of Durga, the Mahatattva. Okay, so some people say it's a river, some people call it an ocean or a river or whatever, but it's a water. That's the important thing. Jala Rupena Samsita. Namastasyai. So, what happens is that in resting on this ocean of the causes, Mahavishnu, through the ocean of the causes, emanates all the universes. They are called Brahmandas because they are the eggs of the Brahman.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Very interesting. It's very interesting. Yeah. So all the Brahmanda is explained, especially in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, becomes the manifestation of the Virat Rupa, the universal form, which is directly a manifestation of Vishnu.
Okay. So this is almost like the second time Vishnu is becoming manifest. Okay.
Exactly. So inside each Brahmanda, Vishnu manifests as Garbhodakashayi Vishnu. Garbha means fetus.
Interesting. So is this going similar to the world of ideas, then subtle?
Exactly. So still at this stage,
subtle version, right?
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
the
yeah.
subtle manifestation.
Brahma is not there yet.
Wow. So he's very material. I mean, in
Yeah,
comparison.
yeah. He's a living being, just like me and you. He's a Jivatma.
Wow.
Brahma is a Jivatma. We get there. Garbha means fetus. Okay, so still now the Virata Purusha is still a fetus. It's not completely manifested. So Garbhodakashayi is still resting on the ocean. God bless him. God bless God. Okay, so he's lying on this, resting on this Garbhodaka ocean, which is the bottom part of each universe.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, the visual.
Yeah, okay. It's called the umbilical lake of Garbhodakashayi Vishnu.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't want to drop my phone in it. Right?
No, it's not a good idea. Then we need Varaha to go back and pick it up. You're like, ooh, where it is. Okay, but Varaha is busy. Okay. So so what happens is that from the umbilical lake of Garbhodakashayi Vishnu, the fetus develops in a form of a lotus flower. The stem of the lotus is like the umbilical cord. So it's an external pregnancy.
Oh, that wow.
You know, instead
Wow.
of developing inside. Oops. Okay, thank you.
Well, because it's an egg.
Exactly, it's an egg. You know, it's all the what to say, the ingredients are there. You know, all the ideological, the ontological ingredients are there, but they are manifested in an amazing manner.
Yes.
So basically what happens is that the Vishnu, Garbhodakasha Vishnu, through Shakti, because we are already in the material world. So through all the elements of the Mahatattva, Garbhodakasha Vishnu manifests this stem of the lotus flower. And on top of the lotus flower opens. That is a nice movie. And Brahma appears. Brahma is born.
Wow.
Is born. Wow. And Brahma lives 100 of his years.
Yeah. 100 of his years, which are very...
A lot.
My mind is like...
A lot. Okay.
Wow.
So, and Brahma starts to play the architect, the mason.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to build the various forms, material forms, by using the material elements, which are eternal.
Mm-hmm. Is it true in the Puranas where some Brahmas are evil? Like they don't love life?
No, they're not evil. No, not evil.
Okay.
No. Because to get to that position of Brahma, you need to be really sattvic.
Okay.
That's the most sattvic type of body you can get.
So this Abrahamic demiurge, you know...
That's a Gnostic idea, yeah. The Yerdabod thing, yeah. That's where they get confused.
Mm-hmm.
Because they fall into the illusion of dualism. The Manichaeism, you know. The dualism, Gnosticism makes this big mistake, which is seeing evil as a real entity.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, evil is just the non-manifestation of good. Just like darkness is the non-manifestation of light, is the absence of light. But more than absence means non-manifestation. I mean, we should say non-manifestation, because light is everywhere.
Yes.
It's not that light goes away. You know, it's not there. Light is everywhere. You go to space, space is black. Yeah, but light is there.
Yes. I've even seen a scientific study, I can email you, that shows atoms always contain some level of light.
Exactly. They are light.
Mm-hmm.
They are light. They develop from light. You know, matter develops from light.
Yes.
Energy is light. You know, now, if we can perceive it or not, if it is manifested or not, that's a different thing. Now, light becomes condensed in energy, and energy becomes condensed in matter, in atoms. That's why you can make an atomic bomb.
Mm-hmm. You can, but should you?
Not exactly. Nah, not a good idea. Meh.
Which, I get so afraid with every, with the situation in the world. And...
Yeah, I know. Oh no, but I don't think it will happen.
Yeah.
Because that's not the universal plan.
No.
There can be some local situation, but not a global situation.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm watching the news and everything.
Mhm.
And they have a plan for the new world order, which is not necessarily a good plan for, for us.
It's credit cards.
Yeah, well, they put a big banker there.
Mhm.
Canada is already doing it.
Oh, a bank in
Carney is a big banker.
Okay, I went to Istanbul. I saw American Express, credit cards,
Oh yeah,
McDonald's.
yeah,
Everything's all popping up already.
yeah, sure. That's a direction. India is the same. In 2000, I think it was in 2016 that Modi has this idea of demonetization, digitalization, whatever. Because
Everything on your watch.
everything under the control of people who are controlling.
Yep.
That's what they do. Okay. So in order to continue controlling and harvesting humans, they need to have humans.
Oh, 100%. Oh, we will do a whole Asura conversation.
Yeah, I mean, even if the Asuras take over, they still need some humans.
Mm-hmm. And we have some in us that they can't ever make go away, right?
Yeah, exactly. And this is the plan of the universe. So there is the Asuras have some plan, and the Devas have some plan, and all the plans come from Vishnu. All the plans come from Shakti. So, okay, let's go back to Brahma.
Yes.
So Brahma is the first born of this. Each particular universe has its particular Brahma. Okay, so Brahma is not exactly the creator, as they say in Latin, ex nihilo. It's not creating from nothing.
Yes.
He has all the elements there. He has the blueprint. They have, the whole thing. He just has to build it.
He's in art school where they give him all the supplies.
Exactly. It's an art school. Yeah. Exactly. And he gets the instructions from Vishnu, from Chit Shakti. And he has all the supplies, and he has, okay, let's make an elephant. Yay, look at that. We made an elephant. And let's make the human beings. Yeah, well, look at that. He doesn't create the concept of human beings. He doesn't create the elements that form all the bodies. He just puts them all together. But the work of Brahma is called Prajapati, the lord of all the creatures, the protector of all those who are born. So that's why Brahma is presiding in the muladhara chakra, because that is the place of the creation of the material body.
Wow, that foundation, like that's where it starts, right?
Where it starts.
And in a way where it's almost mirrored, just to connect.
Yeah.
Where it's mirrored, it's, of course, the muladhara is going to be the first, because to go back, you start material to go back to spiritual.
That's the point. not only go back, but develop.
But develop.
We are not going backwards, we're going forward. It's again in the mirror development of the human body. You start as a seed. Now, the seed already has all the potential to be the entire body. Just like a seed of a tree already contains the whole tree. But it's not manifested. Again, it's from the non-manifested to the manifested, which is exactly what Vishnu does. So we manifest our physical body through Mahamaya. It's always Maya. It's all magic. Because we are not the body, but we end up identifying with the body. That's the illusion thing. But we need a material body in order to develop our consciousness.
Yes. To understand evil, good.
To develop, exactly. That's the starting point of the journey.
Wow.
So this is why Brahma is in the muladhara chakra.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
All my notes.
Nice. Okay, yeah, I can see that. Okay.
That's very, very thorough.
That's why we have very long videos. because we have the short answer and the long answer. This is a long one.
Both are required.
Yeah.
I was watching just last night your video on Abraham Mick. If your videos are in Italian, I can still understand and listen to them because of translation.
Yeah.
Which is amazing because I was watching. Let me find it.
Abrahamic influences on India.
Influence
Abrahamic in India. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, I started with in Italian because now I'm in Italy and I want to address, because I find that sometimes Indian or Hindus of Indian origin are a bit more difficult to talk to.
Yes.
Because they think they already know everything.
This is interesting with my yoga teacher, who is an older white Jewish man. He's learned directly from Krishnamacharya. He's going back to India, and they won't
listen to him. Yeah.
And it's just now, and everyone's getting the worst with yoga. Everyone's getting injured all day.
Yeah, Baba Ramdev, I remember I was in India when Baba Ramdev started his yoga camps. And there were several people who were hospitalized, and some people who even died. Because that's not how you do yoga.
Improper breathing can
exactly.
do heart attack.
Oh, exactly. Improper breathing can, give a heart attack, stroke. Stroke is so easy to get. Bad pranayama, you get stroke like like anything. Eye problem. Yeah, exactly.
But the difficult thing is there's the sattva in this. If it can be done, correctly,
But anyway, that's why I started to develop in Italian, because people, they were more interested. Now, gradually, I am getting more, people who speak English speaking interestingly. Yeah, one, let's say one, then I would be very happy to develop more the English side of the channel. Like I have, I started on the English platform of Quora. I don't know if you have seen it.
Yes, I've clicked on Quora.
Yeah. So, I started on the English level, on the English platform of Quora, and still it's going strong.
Okay.
Like I'm getting about from anything in the tens of thousands of views per week. Still.
Oh, a week.
Per week.
Oh, wow.
At some point it was 35,000 per week. It depends on how much energy I put into it, how much time I put into it, how much answers I'm writing. Then it can come up and down. Of course, you get, what you, what you put in is what you get out of it. So it's just natural. But yeah, if you have time, we can actually do some more videos. Usually we should maybe try to keep them, exactly, of a digestible size, because even with the long answers, it's easier to keep them within 1 hour.
Yes.
So because generally not everybody can watch it for 1 hour. I can see from the analytics, like 15 minutes. Then after that, they're not used to focus.
Well, I've been watching your videos and everything. I want to help your mission in any way I can. I believe in your. I've been so lucky in my journey to have great teachers, and I believe with everything I've been seeing, I think I'm in contact with an authentic transmission of this knowledge. So I'm thankful for this. Now, I can also help. I work in advertising and marketing and digital everything. So
we can discuss that, outside the video.
Yes.
We can, let me think about what to do.
Oh, I didn't know this was.
What?
I didn't know this one was recorded, but I can.
If you allow, give me permission to publish it, I think it would be useful for more people.
Absolutely. Please. Okay. But yes, let's stay in. This was absolutely amazing.
Okay.
Thank you so much for this. It really instilled a great understanding of this. This is wonderful.
Nice. I'm happy.
Well,
Jai Jagannath. Okay, so let me stop here, and then we can continue the discussion. Okay, let me see. And